Welcome back. My name is Zezashetan, and this is Minecraft. Last week we worked on these houses here, a little inn for people to visit in the area. This week we are actually going to do some decoration. There is a lot for us to do inside the building. Since this is going to be in, we're going to need a check-in spot. We're going to need a few tables in here and a kitchen up here, and then we also have to create the different rooms up here. If I have some time, I might do some decorating out here, or I might have to hold that off. In the meantime, I actually did a few things, and you can see by the little beams right there. I filled out some of the platform in the nether. So I filled out the platform here in the nether, just so I can hunt some wither heads. So I had been doing that. I got an additional 10, I think, out of total. 3 of which I'm saving to do a farm in the end. But so that's one of the things I was doing. Now I had an interesting story that happened to me when I actually tried to kill the wither. So I came here to the end to actually kill the wither, and there's a way that you can do it right underneath the portal, and it's not a very convenient way to do it. If you haven't killed the dragon yet, you do tend to need to kill the dragon first. But yeah, so if you find the center spot of the portal here, you can create this T shape underneath it, and it will. Well, if you put the sand on here, which I don't think, I do have a lot of blocks on me, surprisingly enough. So if you put the sand on here like this, and then put the heads in these locations, he should pop up and stay right here and be stuck there. Unfortunately for me, I made a mistake and had it one block over. So I had the T here, much like this. Had that as the T, and so when he came up, he popped up here, and he got loose. So, oh man, I've never fought the Nether free before, except I think I did it in a test world once just to see how hard it was. But when you're not prepared for the fight and you're just randomly just running around chasing after the wither, luckily for the most part, he was chasing after the Enderman here. And the times he did attack me, I had enough chicken on me to keep myself healed. I would just spam eating chicken and shooting arrows at him. But yeah, so that was a little nerve wracking. I fixed it. So basically, when he stands up right here, and that should put him into the bedrock. And then as long as this right here is right above his head, he can't float up, and that what stops him from getting away from there. That was a little stressful. Some of the collateral for that is that where did I put you? There's some of the collateral. Found that found that up here outside. But so let's go ahead and gather some supplies, and then we'll go ahead and go over and start decorating the houses there. I'll be right back. All right. I need to be a little bit honest. I had recorded a whole bunch of things of me actually working on the inside here. Unfortunately, I couldn't actually speak at that time, so I decided to actually hit the record button and just do the things I needed to. And I was planning on just editing and doing a voiceover over it. I've done that before, but on short clips, kind of to fix audio sometimes. But I thought it might be a good idea to do that, but it ended up being I got 5 hours of videos just of me working on the inside of these buildings, and I started editing, and it has taken me over a week just to even try to get something clipped together, and that's not including me to actually record voice audio. And I'm afraid that if I keep on doing it this pace, I'm just never going to get a video out. So I'm just going to do a breakdown of the things I did inside, and then we'll kind of have to go from there, because otherwise I'm just not going to get a video, and that's not good for me. And I do want to show the things I've done, so uh, we're going to go through and just kind of explain the things, the thought processes I was using as I was doing it. First off, we have the inn here. Um, Trying to keep just the different colors, keep the same theme as we have with the building itself on the outside, just the darks, the lights, and the medium colors. And so I came up with this. This switched out a few times on top here, but I did settle with the stairs, slabs, and the trapdoors. Uh, and I did check the light levels in here, and the light levels are great. Um, I also have some armor stands down here. Now, I had never done armor stands for tables, and it actually was kind of different for me, because I was trying to push the slab from over here, and I kept on pushing the armor stand, and it took me a while to realize that you actually have to put it from up above. That's the only way to do it. But I do like this. This is a random cat I found floating around here. So I captured it and brought it here. If you guys want to name it, what I would suggest doing is subscribing and leaving a comment down below, and I will name an animal after you. We have cats and dogs, so you can choose which one you want to do. Now over here, I did have a shelving system here with trapdoors. The problem is that I was using trapdoors on the side here, and it's basically filled this entrance too much, and so I removed them and kind of just went with this, and then used the stairs and the slabs as a table here. I put these trapdoors here because it's kind of like a window between the kitchen and the front desk here. That doesn't belong there, by the way. Yeah, so it's a window between the kitchen and the little front desk here for if orders are made for the kitchen. Then out here in the kitchen, I kind of wanted to go with more of a stone theme, mainly because of the fact that it's got fire in here, and just wanted to make it look a little more sterilized than anything else. So that's what I went with. Hopper for the sink. This is actually going to lead down to something at a future date, something that I will be working on in the future. Have some cabinets up here. Now, I did put some campfires under the smoker here and under the cauldron, and I was kind of surprised to find out that the smoke actually came through the smoker from the campfires, which actually was a little nice. Then you can kind of see it here a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't go through, sometimes it does. So we have the iron pressure plate with the item frame. I put a stake on top. Oops. I think I pressed it down. Okay. But with the stake on top to kind of give it a nice little grill sense. I hope I didn't break that. Now, I was kind of surprised that the cauldron actually showed the fire underneath. And it's actually kind of nice because the water texture within the cauldron itself makes it look like the water is moving. And this just gives a nice little flame underneath, like it's actually cooking something. So we have our meat and our stew. I think I'm just going to fix that. There we go. So yeah, so this was the first floor. I'm actually really happy with this. The way it ended up looking in here. I am open to suggestions if you guys want to give me suggestions. So we have our beer barrels there. But I am open to suggestions here of any things that you guys think I can do a little bit different, a little bit better. But for the most part, I think it's looking good. Now on the upper part here, which has the rooms, we have this main hall here. I did put some paintings. We have the loom here because it kind of looks like a game board, and I thought it'd just be nice to have something here, and some more paintings down here. Now I did do a transition here from the terracotta over to concrete, just because I just wanted something a little bit different on the end of these walls, just to have it look like there's a transition, like there's paint here, and gives a little color differentiation. And then I did put these here, which is more of a modern design, but I'm okay with it. I think it looks nice. It gives a little bit different between the hallway here with the cheaper rooms, the big room and the peasant room. Have myself a nice little plant here. Now I have redstone above these. I kind of wanted to do this right here down below, here up here, but it just didn't work out. It would have took up too much space. So I did kind of move it up here, and then the wall here. I made it like this because I wanted it to look like it was plastered, and so we have the support beams here, and then they would have plastered over it on these sections. And then we have our peasant rooms. Just if you're going to pay the lowest price, it's kind of like a hostel type sleeping situation where it's just a bunch of beds in a room without a door. Then we have the merchant rooms, which is just a bed and some lights. Now with these, I wanted to try this candlestick design, and I think it turned out pretty good. It is a basic design, actually a really old design. People used to do this on walls when you couldn't put the item frames on top of a table. But I think it looks pretty nice. And then I have another one in here where we have the bookshelf in this one, and then just a table in here. And then we have the noble room, and so we have an extra chair here for someone to sit. We have a nice bush and some paintings, double bed, and use the banners as curtains. I had to think hard about what kind of color combinations. I'm actually a big fan of purple and blue. I may do something with this at a future point, but I'm a huge fan of Saints Row, and this is the Saints Row colors for me. So I may make something out of purple, blue, and gold at some point. But then we have the looms here for bookshelves, and with the bookshelves, looks really nice. I really do like it. Allows for look like there are some empty bookshelves, just like this right here. Kind of gives like there's an empty shelf down below that, though. I can actually probably put a trapdoor in front of that and make it look like it's a shelf. I may do that, just not right now. So yeah, this is this section here. Have a little you can see the string. Have a little sitting area back here, and then we have the cream of the cream of cream, whatever, creme de cream. I don't know how to say that, of a place to stay in. Try to use a little bit of a lighter block in here for the furniture, just because. Again, use the looms for bookshelves. Added a stone bed, And then the story that I'm going with on this room is that there's an alchemist here who's trying to keep to himself, and so he's staying in this room which is up and above and away from everyone else. And so he's writing his notes and everything. Made some shelves out of this. Kind of added the iron here because it really just brought everything together. Really like the way it turned out. And then we have the final room, which is where the innkeeper would be staying, and that's down below outside. Oh, somebody died, or at least somebody's dying. They can't get up here, so guess it requires some parkour. So we have our final room here. Created a table with iron, or with armor stands again. Using these as cups, and they actually really do look like cups when you actually think about it. Have the single bed, another table. Went with the same design as we have in the inn here. For this, and then I really just wanted to make a shelf. I probably should put something up here just to cover that, but most of the times you just don't see it, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so made a little cabinet for the books and the shelves, and then I didn't want it just to be this design here, so I put a door here to make it look like it's actually in an enclosed cabinet, and I actually think it turned out pretty nice. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with the way it turned out, to be honest with you. Generally, when it comes to building, I joked before I started building this, I haven't built a building for a very long time, even though I know how to do it generally. I get kind of stuck up in redstone projects just because that's one of the things I like to do the most. And so I hadn't done building in a while, but I hadn't done any decorating in a lot longer since that. I think since my season 2 is the last time I had done some decorations, and there's a lot more blocks since the last time I had done some decorations, like trying out the armor stands for tables and things along those lines. But I think I was able to bring some stuff together, get some stuff to actually look pretty nice. But I mean, tell me what you think. If you like it, give me a like. If you think there's something that I could try different, or something that could handle things a little bit better, then let me know in the comments down below, and I will give that a try. But I do apologize for the length of time that it's taken for me to get this video out. I did take some time off because Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening came out, and I beat that. Problem is, I beat that pretty quick, and so then I came back, and like I said, I didn't have the freedom to speak and play at the same time, and so I sillily decided to try to record without audio, and I will never make that mistake again. But should be getting some videos more often now, instead of this a month between a video, and then hopefully we can get a little bit more built here. There are a few things that have changed for me. I was wanting to do a Nether project, though they just announced the Nether update. So I'm going to actually avoid doing large projects in the Nether for right now. I don't really need any more beacons. I have 4 right now. I may get an additional one. I'll just spend the 4 to 5 hours to get that beacon if I need it. Also, going to try not to explore too much because the mountain update will be soon. I'm pretty excited about that with the new animals. Also, I'm really excited about the Nether update. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that's been needed is a little bit different changes for the Nether. Though that was called for a while. I think Mango brought something up like a few months ago about there being some changes within the actual programming to allow for better structure building, and so he was calling that was either another update or stronghold update or something along those lines that use the structure algorithm. But yeah, well, I hope you like the inside here. Please give me a like if you do. Again, we have these some animals around here. I have a cat here. I have a cat down here somewhere that I found randomly. I have a couple cats over there. I also have a few dogs. If you would like an animal named after you, go ahead and, like I said, subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I will go ahead and name an animal after you. If you have a preference for animal, like color of cat, let me know in the comments too. And then we will see you next time. Hopefully, not a month from now. But if you have been watching, thank you for watching, and I really appreciate it. You have a good day. Thank you. Bye.